Good afternoon, guys. Here we are, Ricardo with Phastek Performance. And as you guys can kind of tell, yesterday we probably put out a little teaser here. I got the 5th gen in the air. I got a 6th gen over here on some ramps. And I got a few little things for you guys today that we haven't talked about, but it's been on the website for probably about a month or so. But something that's really cool, something that's going to help you guys, little weekend projects. So you guys that like to work on your cars, you like to detail your cars, whatever you like to do, this item here is going to allow for you guys to jack up the side of your car or jack up the car in general to make it a little easier for you guys to access, you know, maybe the wheels, maybe you're trying to get some lighting under the car, you're trying to get some stuff and you need the car to be in the air. Well, we all know that these Camaros, they do have certain lift points, okay, but with those lift points, they're right on the body seam. Well, that body seam is smaller than my hand right here. Okay, it's smaller than the thickness of my hand. So what happens with those body seams is if you get the jack under there, you got a nice sturdy jack, you get it right on that body seam and you might miss it just a little bit. Well, what happens is that body seam might bend, it might fold, it might just, you know, become unusable at that point. It's happened with the 5th gen in our past history that we've done before. It's happened with that one. It happens with the 6th gen. We've seen it. It's been all over the pages, different pages that guys, it just happens. It's an inconvenience just because it's one of those things that you don't want to happen, but it happens even though you just try to work on your car. Well, Z01 add-ons, you guys know these guys from doing all the tow hooks, okay? Now, you know the tow hooks, great product. Those things work out very well. We got one on our car. We got a bunch of different cars that we've seen them on. They work out great, okay? But what they also have, what they've also done, and they've also come out with, are these lift pads, okay? Now, these jack pads work out really great when it comes to keeping those body seams perfectly in line without damaging them at all. Now you guys can see there's a couple of different styles here and you might be wondering which one fits my car. Well, these here that you kind of see this groove cut out right here, those are actually for the 6th gen convertible. Okay, they offer them both in a vibrant black, obviously a black, and then a vibrant red that you can see here. I kind of like the red a little bit. You kind of have that nice little touch of color sitting under the car. As you can see, as I'll show you guys here in a second on the 6th gen that we have. Now these pads we have over here are for the coupes. These are for the 6th gen coupes. Now these are going to go right on. The cool thing about these things, guys, is that they don't take any real modification to bolt on. As you guys can see here, when we turn it on the back side, it has those set screws. Those set screws are just going to basically twist and they're going to pinch that body seam. You guys can see right in here. They send the tool with it too, that's what's also cool. So you guys can see right here, all we're going to do is we're going to take that, we're going to twist it, and it's just going to pinch that body seam right there. Once you have it tightened down, it's not going to go anywhere. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what we have going on this 5th gen. Now the 5th gen coupes and convertibles, we'll kind of touch on that a little bit. Coupes and convertibles are going to be exactly the same. So you are going to have the black and the same anodized red, which obviously looks very nice. And I'll show you guys under our 6th gen that we have the anodized red. Our 5th gen I have over here behind me does have the black ones. Let's go ahead and take a look at it, okay? I want you guys to follow with me, okay? You guys are gonna follow with me. I'm gonna show you where I have lifted the 5th gen Camaro for years, where I've always done. It's always kind of worked out for me. It's always been great. But these lift pads made it a whole lot easier. For some of you guys that wonder, where am I gonna lift my car? How am I gonna lift my car? These jack pads basically eliminate that whole question, because they tell you exactly where you're going to lift your car. And like I said, it sits right on the body seam. Might be a little difficult to tell with the lift we have in place, but as you guys can see, it's right there, right on that body seam. It sits right up against this. It pinches with those set screws. It pinches right in between there and goes nowhere. Sits right up in there, right in that little, there's a little, I'm going to call it a little gap right here on the factory side rocker. There's a little gap right there that it pinches in between. So all it does is really slide up in there. You put the set screws in place, you're done. Okay, simple, easy installation, no modification required at all. Okay, now that is what you're able to get now with the new lift pads. Now over here, this is what I'm gonna show you that I've been doing for years, how I've been lifting the Camaro. Obviously it's a little different. Since we have a lift, it's a little different, but a jack does work very similar the same way. As you guys can see here, I have a block of wood sitting right over here. The reason I have that block of wood is because sometimes this pinch weld, if you don't get it just right, the shop doesn't get it just right, the dealership, your auto tech, wherever you guys take your car to get serviced, sometimes they just don't get it right, or sometimes that pinch weld just is a little weak. Well, that pinch weld sitting right over here, as you guys can see, this car's actually had it happen before. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit of fixing to make sure that I can put the jack pad on this one. So you can see that little body seam, just something grabbed it and something pulled it right out. That's typically what will happen, okay? It's not damaging to the car. It's not really gonna break anything, not gonna damage, not gonna hurt value or anything like that. But it's one of those inconvenient kind of things. It's like you just don't want it to happen to your car. So that's where we lift the back. Where I lift the front is obviously up here, up out of the way, so that way I don't have to worry about the body seam at all. But like I said, I'm gonna show you guys exactly how this installs. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that black one so I can show you just how easy this is gonna be. All right, now remember we said we had the set screws, okay? They give you the little Allen tool you need, okay? The set screws are gonna go to the back side, or obviously the inside of the car. So the inside of the body seam. And all it does, guys, is that body seam just sits right in that groove. All you do is put it up there, and then go ahead and tighten it down with the screws that are already in place using our tool that is provided. Okay, so you don't have to worry about going through your toolbox, finding a tool to make sure it's gonna fit, make sure it's gonna work. Now they take care of that for you. They gave you the tool, so that way you have an easy installation. Everything goes together just fine, and you're not gonna have any problems. So just a couple of turns of that set screw, guys, and it is gonna be installed. Very easy, just like that. Now you're not gonna have any problems with that thing falling off. Unless those set screws come loose, that thing is not gonna go anywhere, okay? So anytime you need to raise your car, you need to jack up your car, you're working on the weekend, maybe you need to do something to the exhaust, you need somewhere to jack the car up, there you go. Some of you guys that detail your car, y'all spend a lot of hours detailing your car, jack the car up right there. It allows you to get to go really anywhere under the car. So that's what the 5th gen installs, and that's how it looks, that's how they operate, that's how they work. They work out very well. Now I'm gonna lead you over here to the 6th gen, and the 6th gen is virtually the same, guys. Installation is almost just the same. The lift pads themselves are just a little different. As you guys can see, as we talked about a little earlier, these are the coupes, obviously in the red and the black, and these are the convertibles. The convertibles have a little extra bracing, so they did account for that, so that's what that cut is. But they install the same way. Now, I have this car on some ramps, and I kind of have it jacked up on the side. These ramps actually work out pretty cool, and we will have these here in the next couple of weeks. But we've been kind of checking them out, making sure we like them before we go ahead and offer it to you guys, and let you guys know how they kind of work. So, I have this car down here, okay, and we have the lift pads on this car, and they're going to be right about right here. And obviously, if you guys can see, you guys know this car, it's got the side rockers. Now, will it work with the side rockers? That's probably another question you're asking. A lot of you guys have side rockers. You like to stylize that car. Yes, they do work with the side rockers. I do have a set sitting up right under here, and we're gonna go ahead and show you right here on the back side. As you guys can see, it's right there, out of the way of the side rocker. Tells you exactly where to lift the car. And obviously we have the red on this car because we did go with the red tow hook. So having the red lift pad does work out very well. We do have the nice little accent and everything from there. But as you guys can see, that's what I got for you today. These nice little lift pads, they work out very great. Like I said, you weekend project guys, you guys like to get your stuff done on the weekends. These things really kind of help. You want to swap out those wheels, jack that car up right there, right at that lift pad, not going to have any problem. You take your car to go get serviced. Maybe they kind of misplaced it a little bit. As you guys can see, kind of got that little bit of damage on that one. It's not going to happen with these lift pads. These things are going to save a whole lot of time for both you and the guy that works on your car. So, and that's also make a nice little stocking stuffer. Some of you guys that have Christmas coming up, hey, who knows? You can see these. But anyways, guys, we have a lot of time. Let's see, got to read something here real quick. Let's see here. I need these. Okay, man. He wants to ask. He's asking, the install on the fifth gen again. All right, I'm gonna bring you back under here. We're live. We're doing it, okay? We're live, we're doing it. I'm bringing you back under. All right, I got this one already on, okay? I got this one already on. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how to take it off, okay? And installation is just the reverse process of putting it on, okay? That's all it is. Okay, so we got it installed right here, okay? We're gonna take our tool. Again, the tool is provided, okay? Tool is provided. You don't have to go searching your toolbox. Trust me, my toolbox at home, it's a mess. Anyways, so all we do is take the tool that they provide, and go ahead and twist those set screws just a little bit. You guys can see there's that one. I'm holding the lift pad so that way it doesn't fall. Last thing I want to do is damage something I just took out of the box, right? So, that's it. That's it. Just like that, this lift pad is off. Okay, so if you guys ever want to change something out, you change your mind, maybe you have black, you know what, I want to go with red now. Maybe you put some black side markers on, man, it kind of blend in. Now I want red side markers. Or now I want red lift pads. Go for it, man. They're simple, easy to change, and like I said, they can always be there. You tighten down that set screw, and some of you guys might be like, well, what if the set screw comes loose? A little tip I'm gonna give you for the set screw in case it does come loose. If you have that worry, I don't want the set screw to come loose. It shouldn't. You tighten it down, it should not come loose at all. But you want that extra assurance. Maybe a little bit of Loctite, just kind of dab it on there, screw it up back in place. Once that Loctite dries, bam, it's not going anywhere. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put this back on, just so you guys. It's just that simple. It literally takes a couple of minutes to install this stuff. Let's see, here we go. And again, they provide the tool for you guys. They made it easy, okay? I can't believe really how easy they made it. It's a lot like their tow hooks. They give you everything. They give you the brackets. They give you everything you need to make that tow hook just go right back in place. So there's our lift pad installed. If I can just kind of, I want to get one extra little turn on it. There we go. There's our lift pad installed. Now, I always know where to jack the car up. On the outside of these guys, we're gonna go back over here and I'm gonna show you guys what the outside of it. So if you're looking under the car, where do I jack the car up? It tells you exactly where to lift it, okay? It tells you exactly where to lift it. So if you got a guy that's servicing your car, he's like, well, I don't know where to jack the car up. It tells him right there, folks. It tells him right there. Everything goes together really easy. All of them come with the set screws. The anodized red, the gloss black finish, convertible, coupe, 6th gens right here, and the 5th gen right here that I just showed you installed. The 6th gen installs the same way, right on the body seam, sits right in that gap right there. Everything goes together very easy, very nice. Okay, and that's what I got for you guys today. Obviously, we gave you a little sneak peek as what we're all working on, these ramps that we have over here. Gave a little sneak peek of that, but I want to thank you guys for joining in. If you guys have any questions, don't forget to give us a call, shoot us an email, send us a message. We'll go ahead and update with some of the product links. I thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you guys next time.